Hi guys!
Hey.
Welcome back to Girls Guide 2. I'm Nikki.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Miranda.
Yay! So today we are going to be talking about self-esteem.
This is a good one.
Yeah, this is very exciting. But before we hop in, we wanted to say thank you so much for all of the comments and the questions and all of that stuff. We love that. She really loves it, apparently.
This is my heart literally beating for you.
Yeah, and please subscribe if you haven't already. That makes us really happy.
Yellow button! Whatever color it is.
Now, I would define self-esteem as the way that you cope with the things that life throws at you.
I like that.
So, that being said, how do you ladies cope?
Balance is essential. I know that I have had issues in the past just with my weight just fluctuating because I'm sure some of you I like results. I get a little impatient. So what I would do is do something crazy and would lose weight really quickly, but then it's what happens afterwards. I would gain it all back because there was no balance.
My personal definition of self-esteem is how I view myself. And as a YouTuber, I mean, this is my job, I read all my comments, and so sometimes I internalize all of that. So for me, I have to really surround myself with positive affirmations and internalize those thoughts. Yeah. So I post things like, you're beautiful, you're successful, you're happy, and then you really do. Being happy is such an act in itself. Not everybody wakes up happy. You have to really work at it and be that. And so I just encompass good things.
Absolutely.
And I try not to fixate because my coping skill is to control something. Oh, the world is out of control. I'm going to control one thing, and that's going to be how I look. And I'm going to work and diet and exercise to where I can't find that happy balance. And so that's constantly a struggle. And so it's just something that I have to work on. And I just pull in all my girlfriends and I'm like, we're all gonna eat a tub of ice cream.
I think my situation, it's a really weird self-esteem issue I used to have, but I used to be really self-conscious with how white I am. I used to, I'm not kidding you, I would get really depressed. I wouldn't want to go places. I tried every single self-tanner known to man, every single one. I would do the rub-on ones, the spray-on ones. We go to Mystic Tan, they'd scrub you down and spray you. And not only did it never look good, but it always sat splotchy, and I would be like, Jesus, why did you make me so white? I'd be so upset. And then when I lived in Singapore for about 8 months, I went over there.
You were like a goddess.
Everywhere I went, people were like, oh, your skin. And I was like, excuse me? And I was getting whiter and whiter because they don't sell self-tanner over there. And so I was getting whiter and whiter. And after being immersed in that for 8 months of people telling me that they loved my skin, I came back to the States with such a different viewpoint and realizing it doesn't matter I already knew it didn't matter what color you are for anyone else, but for myself it was
totally.
And now I feel it. I'm happy with my skin color now.
This means, I was thinking that's the ding 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 moment for me is the more you hear something, the more you believe it. So that's why you have to surround yourself with that positivity so you internalize it.
I wonder what Kelsey would think about this self-esteem issue.
Time for Kelsey.
Oh, ears muffs, lady. Ears muffs.
Ears muffs.
That's right.
Okay, you got this. You've got this in the paper bag because you're eco-friendly. You're eco-friendly and you're smart and you're pretty. You're nice looking. You're like a 8 at least. Your nipples are perfect. They are round. There's no bumpy shit on the outsides yet. He ain't no thing. He's just another guy. He's just another guy on the fence of the farm. He's on the farm and fence, and he's just in line for your milk. Oh, God. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That shows you're a woman. You hear you roar. Roar! You're a gem. You're a diamond. Like your nipples. Your nipples are hard like little diamonds. You little Tinkerbells. You little Tinks. Your shit don't stink. You can shit in the toilet and no one can know. Nobody knows when you poop. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, I'd f*** you. I'd f*** me too. No, you stop. You stop. You're a lady. You're not going to have sex with him, and he is getting nowhere near your rectum. Because that is for you and you only. You got this. You got this. I love you. I love you too.
Not Kelsey.
Thank you, Kelsey, for that.
Oh my God.
Do you know what time it is?
You're
Yes.
good, you're good.
Okay, thanks.
Time to take off the earmuffs and open the ears, because here we go. This is your question for the week, and it says, I really need some advice. My New Year's resolution was to stop being so critical of myself and to start loving myself more, especially how I look. I know I'm not ugly, but I always feel like I'm not pretty enough, not smart enough, etc. It affects my entire life, and I know it. So if anyone has any advice, I'd be so appreciative. Thank you in advance. This is such a good one, because I feel like this is something everybody struggles with in a different way.
Yeah.
A really big thing is comparison. I think we tend to look at how other people are and we feel like, oh, that's how I should be. And I mentioned earlier my skin. Like I totally used to have this thing where I wanted to be like this bronzed, like J-Lo. And it took me going over to Asia to realize that like, oh, but then there's all these people that think that being super white is beautiful. And that's when I really realized in front of me like, well, then what is beautiful? I think one good thing to do is to really just try to be the best you can be. Get enough sleep, drink enough water, get moving, eat lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, and you'll feel better and focus on what you're, taking care of other people, keeping yourself healthy. I don't know if that's the right answer, but
no, but it's your answer.
Right
It's great.
answer.
And I also feel like we have to think about, where's that voice coming from? Is that something that you can hear yourself saying to yourself, or is that something we've been told to think and feel and internalize? Because me, personally, my mom has always told me and my sister, before you leave the house, you have to be the best you. And to her, the best you was visually. Like beauty to her was, curl your eyelashes and put on lip gloss. And for the longest time, I wouldn't leave the house without doing that. And now I know that my beauty is inside. I'm a great mom. I'm a great friend. I'm a wonderful sister. I'm a great mom. Oh, I said that already.
great mom.
And so, great mom. And so for me, I'm constantly teaching my daughter, you're beautiful no matter what. And if for Halloween you don't want to be a princess, you can be a fireman.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're all made of the same stuff. We all want to be accepted and are all fearful of rejection. And if somebody else is telling you that you're not good enough, it's probably because that's the way that they feel.
And a lot of things like we take into our own minds, but we don't realize it has nothing to do with us. It could be the other person telling us that is just not there.
I've become more and more convinced that it's not just sometimes it's not about us. I think most
Most
of
of
the
the
things,
time.
it's almost always about the other person. So.
Absolutely. I think that just about wraps up this episode
I think
this
so, too.
week. We are so grateful for you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us questions, comments, concerns.
Video responses.
Yes. We'll pick a question next week. And now, here are some quick tips on secrets of body confident women. Instead of looking in the mirror and criticizing your legs for being fat, be kind to yourself and change your thinking. Say, thanks legs for carrying me through that awesome 3-mile run this morning and climbing all those stairs at work today.
For more great articles, check out GirlsGuideTo.com.